Hey everybody, and welcome to Super the Barge Bros Review.
Silvery!
We didn't get to that part yet! I'm Beast. And nobody does it.
I already introduced myself. I'm Silvery.
And I'm Sapphire.
No one cares about Sapphire.
And this time we are doing a Super Transformers review. Review of the movie that just came out,
Did you
plus...
Sapphire Apples? Is that what you said, Sapphire Apples? I'm sorry, continue.
The movie that just came out, plus the game that just came out. We'll do the movie first. And we went to see this Friday?
The day the movie came out.
Friday. We got the free tickets from the game. But they didn't give us a Transformers cup.
Nope.
Bastards.
Did they even have Transformers cups?
We didn't see them.
We saw the bucket.
We saw one bucket.
I think they ran out, is what I think they did.
I called that I would. I knew it. Didn't we go to the first viewing for Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Was it the first or second one?
Yeah, we got a cup and bucket there. But we went to see it. It's a 2-hour and 45-minute movie. So if you're not prepared for sitting on your butt for 3 hours, you're not going to want to see this. But in its defense, it didn't feel like 3 hours.
To me, during the main fight scene, it kind of seemed a little long. But other than that, it was a really good movie.
The movie's action-packed.
Yes, very.
Well, if it's a Transformers movie, I'd expect it to be action.
Well, no. A lot of the other movies were pretty bland when it came to action.
It's freaking Transformers. People watch it for the action, not for the love scenes.
Shia LaBeouf.
There was not a lot of love scenes in this.
There was none.
There was none. It's kind of disappointing, actually.
I love you. I love you too.
And that's one thing I didn't like was, I don't want to spoil it, but just something with the main male character
There's just
that
nothing.
that you would expect to happen didn't happen. It was kind of like, what the hell? And what was I gonna say? Oh, it takes place years after the Battle of Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Which Beast have never watched the last two movies.
I watched the second one.
I watched the first one.
I didn't watch the third one. So I went into this not knowing Autobots and Decepticons died. So when there's 5 Autobots just walking around the whole movie, I'm like, dude, where the hell are they? And Sapphires just like, oh yeah, they died. I'm like, what? You don't say something like that so casually. But I watched was it the day we were going to see it? I watched the second movie. Yeah, the day we were going to see it, I watched Revenge of the Fallen, and I didn't like it. I really didn't like it that much.
I wasn't a fan of that movie.
No, I think that this movie, Age of Extinction, was a lot better than the second one.
1 and 4, I think, are my favorites.
I love 1 to death, and 4 is a little under that.
Well, you need to see 3 because 3 is on the third for my list.
Okay, well, I'll have to watch that. Even though I don't want to see my favorite Autobots die. But anyway, the movie starts off kind of slow. You don't really see very many Transformers for a while until the main male character just happens to stumble upon one, which happens to be Optimus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming when they saw a rusty old truck. But after that, it starts picking up, and there's multiple villains in this movie. There's both.
It's 5.
There's 2 Transformer villains, and then there's 2 human villains, and then stuff happens, and I'm not.
Transformers get
Then there was
villains.
Then there was ones that
I don't really know. It's like the humans were killing
they were
Autobots.
Yeah, they were tired of the Autobots.
How could a human kill an Autobot?
He was hiring Lockdown, who is a mercenary transformer, to kill Autobots.
Oh, they said that he was physically killing the Autobot himself.
No, he was hiring Lockdown to kill Decepticons and Autobots, but the government thought it was just Decepticons they were killing. And they were doing research to make their own Transformers.
That's some messed up crap.
Yeah, you should have
Yeah.
seen it. They were like breaking down the parts of the old Transformers to make their own.
There was like parts where like you thought there was villains, then there weren't villains, and it's
a roller coaster ride, and of course, Michael Bay directed it, so of course you have explosions, and then explosions on your explosions.
Oh yeah.
Like that one part, the very first part where the driver came in, and he drove his car up the stairs like, like how the hell? They're running. It's.
I really liked in the beginning. Of course, it's sad, but like they showed where the dinosaurs, like the whole world got destroyed.
Oh yeah, and it was like, hey, it wasn't an asteroid.
They went, and there's like
it was Transformers.
The dinosaurs just disintegrated in midair.
That was pretty cool. Oh, the best freaking thing about this movie that was only in the movie for like 20 minutes, the Dinobots.
Oh, Dinobots!
Optimus riding
a T-Rex is the best thing I've ever seen.
He pretty much jizzed his pants when you saw.
I was like, ugh!
Oh my god!
He's riding a T-Rex. He's riding Grimlock. That was probably the best part. That was my favorite part of the movie. Like, just seeing the Dinobots go to the city and all the whole
the whole fight scene before.
I want to ride a Dinobot.
It was really cool.
They were a villain at one point.
What did Dinobots turn into?
What do you mean?
Like, did the Dinobots turn into something else?
Transformers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just big Transformers.
They're really, really big compared
They're tall.
to them.
It's huge motherfuckers. They didn't really give like much backstory on them.
No. I wish they kind of piece the story together more.
It seemed like that part was really rushed. I didn't like that.
Salvary didn't say it, so he doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. And what else did I... There were some parts of the movie that were really just like... Like, I personally don't care much about the human story. I just want to see Transformers.
You're weird.
So when the humans are all in there, oh no, we're gonna lose the house. Oh no. I'm like, shut the hell up. Put Optimus on. That's just me personally. I love a good story, but in Transformers movies, I can't take the humans seriously. I just can't. You got this freaking like 50-foot robot standing next to him. Who cares about the humans?
Sorry, Dad Files. Dad Files. Get it? Sorry.
That's so dumb. Anyway, there are ups and downs with this movie. There's a couple pros and a couple cons. I wouldn't pay to see it in the movies, personally. I would wait for like a Netflix rental. I think it's good for a rental.
Like Redbox or something?
Yeah, Redbox or Netflix. My final score for it, on a scale of 1 to 10, would be a 7.45.
Dude.
7.45.
A 10.45, 7 for
What
me.
was mine? I said in the car.
I forgot what yours was.
It was...
But I think that it was good, and there was a lot of action, so it didn't really feel like 3 hours.
I think it's
To me. Can I finish, please?
Yeah.
So I didn't really feel like it was 3 hours. I didn't know some of the Autobots in this. And some of the evil robots, they're brand new. Don't really know about those people either. They weren't even in it much.
No.
Like
The ones
Stinger and Galvatron.
They also had... They made ones.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they weren't in it much. And there's like a huge cliffhanger ending. You know there's going to be at least 2 more movies. And
That are gonna suck.
I was just like, I was expecting cliffhanger, but could have done a little better with it. I have so many questions that aren't answered.
Yep.
That's what cliffhangers do.
So I give it a 7.45 out of 10.
Mine is a 7.67.
Mine is a 7.35763.
We
Shut up,
can
Salary.
change this up.
Why do you give it that score?
Because I would.
Not you!
Because it was an overall good movie.
Well, if it was an overall good movie, you'd give it a higher score, closer to 10. Right?
I think anything better, more than a 7 is pretty good.
Yeah. I find that this whole story, like, they could have put more romance in it. They could have added more story behind the dinosaurs and all that other, like, they didn't really, there was so much action that they didn't leave time to actually build the story up of what things were and how they came to that point.
Yeah, it was more action, less story.
Like, even in the beginning, when they just thrown you in there, they didn't really tell you about the Battle of Chicago much. They kind of just said it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they took all the action out of the movie, it would have been like an hour and 45-minute movie.
Yeah. The action
That's
was like
how
a
little
30,
the
there's like a
story
30
was.
yeah, there's like a 30 45 minute action packed scene and I'm just like, okay, I'm a little bored now.
I mean, people are saying they loved it. People are saying they hated it. I'm just kind of in the middle. I didn't hate it, but I didn't I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And now we're going to do the review for
The game.
Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark. We got the PS3 version.
Dark Spark?
Yeah, Dark Spark. As Lamb Chop runs out the door, tries to head up the steps.
You must not like the game.
Yeah, that is the game right there. Leave while you can. Let me just say, I am so glad I didn't get this on PS4 or Xbox One. On the PS3, the graphics look exactly the same as they did in War for Cybertron, which came out in 2010.
Yeah, how the hell?
The texturing was god-awful. The lightning effect was kind of cool. I like the lightning.
Oh, the lighting?
Yeah. And, I mean, the models themselves look exactly like
The ones from
War for Cybertron. And I love War for Cybertron to death. That's my favorite Transformers game. Another thing I didn't like about this one is they had escalation in it, which is like a cooperative multiplayer mode where you fight hordes of enemies.
That's cool.
That's cool. But they took out the competitive multiplayer where you're fighting other people who are either Decepticons or Autobots. Why? War for Cybertron had both of those, and it did perfectly fine.
I think they just didn't feel like coding it and doing all that server stuff. Well, actually,
It's like,
server.
as soon as they got rid of that huge amount of people from High Moon Studios, the quality of their games went downhill.
Yeah.
The story is bland. It's 14 missions, and the whole time you're just trying to get the Dark Spark back.
Yeah, didn't you say there was like Megatron was in it like one chapter?
Yeah, they have Megatron on the front cover of the game. He actually makes an appearance at the end of one of the missions for like 10 minutes, and that's all you see of Megatron. You can hear his voice in some other missions, but that's it. Like, what the hell? And the final battle against... I'm gonna spoil this because I don't care. The final battle against Lockdown is a joke. It's a joke. I played it on hard, and I beat him within 8 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't struggle at all. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he did this all on hard, and he was just going through it real quickly.
I was bored as hell.
You beat the game, what, 3 days, 2 days? And that wasn't even playing it all day.
I probably played 2.5 to 3 hours. It's not a lot. I mean, tops probably get 5 hours out of it. And I also got a chance to check out Escalation. And I think we played about 8 matches. Salver was in there watching me play Escalation.
Coding the game.
And how many times did I disconnect from matches?
A lot.
How many times did people leave matches?
A lot. How many times do people suck in the matches?
A lot! Let me put it this way. We had a team of 4, made it to round 5. Those 3 guys either left or I got disconnected. There's 15 waves. I made it to wave 12 by myself. Listening to Michael Bolton. I can go the distance.
I can go the distance.
This, like, when I play a game, I like to play for story. I'm not like a huge online multiplayer kind of guy unless it's a fighting game. Or something like Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare. Because that's fun.
Oh my god, my back.
But the story just wasn't there in this game. And like I said before, I'm not huge on graphics. Like, a game can have under par graphics and still be fantastic. But for a game that's not fantastic and to have crappy graphics like that, it just...
Basically copy and pasting War of Cybertron.
Yeah, basically. And the fact that you only play as, like, 6 Transformers throughout the whole game.
See, as a game designer myself, I can see, you know, having trouble making a new model for it and everything. But when you have a lot of people working on a game, it should be no problem.
Oh, I will admit there was one cool thing about the game is every time you do challenges, you get these little boxes that you can open it, and it is just a random plethora of items. Some of those are unlockables. They have a lot of unlockable characters from, like, all the Transformers games and movies. Like, they had Ironhide, who's my favorite Autobot.
Ironhide.
I love Ironhide. But, I think for a final score, I'm the only one who played this game. Sapphire was in for a little bit, and Salvery was watching me a little bit in the story and multiplayer.
Yeah, I was literally bored. I didn't pay attention most of the time.
Yeah, she was too busy playing Pokemon online.
Was not.
Well, that was before its time.
So, for a final score, I would give it a 4.2 out of 10.
Wow. That's so high.
Yeah. No, it's not. I wouldn't even... if you have a GameFly rental thing, that'd be the best thing for it. Just get it for a day. Rent it for like a day or two and then send it right back and say, I'm never touching this piece of shit again. I'm serious. I did not... It was awful. Do you need to get your 2 cents in, Salvary? Would you like to review it?
No.
Are you sure?
It's not even worth in my review.
So it's a 0? Salvary gives it a 0 out of 10 even though he didn't play it. Alright, well, that's our Super Transformers review. I hope you enjoyed it. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.